So guys, today I have a couple of parts to throw on the MX-5. I'm actually doing a load of stuff in the sort of HQ at the moment, but uploading, doing loads of bits and bobs today, so I've only got a little bit of time to actually shoot what I've been, you know, collecting for the car. Now, this is what I've got so far. I've got a new boot because the one that's on the car, I didn't really want the actual luggage thingy, so we're taking that off. I went to take it off, but obviously it's got holes in it, so I had to source another boot. Now, massive shout out to Jack Ford for breaking his MX-5. I got the boot, I've got some front rings as well to go on that I'll do at a later date, a couple other bits and bobs, but it does need a clean. I'll be cleaning that up once I properly clean the car as well, with a couple of cleaning things that I actually have coming down for the car. Disclaimer as well, it is very windy today, although sunny, and it stopped raining and sort of dried up, but it is very windy. I've also got this wooden steering wheel. Now, I wanted a Nardi steering wheel, but one of my friends was actually selling this. It's in a lot better condition than I've seen some of the Nardis in, so I thought I'd go for this one instead. But I actually do have a genuine Nardi steering wheel horn to go with it. So although this isn't a genuine Nardi steering wheel, I have the Nardi horn because you would, wouldn't you? And last off, we have the number plate surround that I also got off Jack. Massive shout out to him again. It needs a clean, don't get me wrong, but I'm very pressed for time today, and I obviously have the number plate that I tried to fit last time, but if anybody watched the last one, yeah, they don't fit without the recess. So I had to purchase a recess from a Japanese car. Obviously the Japanese recess being different to the UK one, so I'll be able to fit that. We'll be fitting this with the Jap style .org bolts that I've got in the car, and we'll be putting the boot on as well. So we're going to start with the number plate recess. Again, I haven't actually looked up how to do this whatsoever, so I'm just going to sort of go with what I think's right. So it's got poppers going all around the boot carpet here, assuming just pop out. Now again, sorry about the wind noise, it is a very windy day today, and we have no cover to do this, no insides. That's just disappeared somewhere. We have nowhere inside to do this, so I am trying my best to dodge the rain as we do this. Yeah, so those little rear bits are actually little poppers like that, and you can actually pull them up with the end of a screwdriver. So we'll just stick that up there. Now, inside here, I'm assuming, with what I've seen from the other one, there's a bolt down there and a bolt down there, and bolts across here. I can only imagine that they're the only ones I have to take out. So, now I can only guess that it's a 10 or a 12. So, let's find out. Of course it's a 10, it's always going to be a 10 with Japanese stuff. Okay, so one bolt, that side. Go, quite simple. Two up there as well, that one and that one I've got to take off. And then I think it's just these poppers that we'll get into. Breaking out the big guns now with a proper ratchet. There, I think we have to go with extension on this one. That one, and so that's that and that. Again, disclaimer, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never worked on an MX-5 in my life. I don't quite know what bolts go where, so I'm assuming everyone in the comment section that's ever done up or replaced parts on their MX-5 will be like, oh my god, I can't believe you've done it this way. There's a bolt here and there's a bolt there, but it's all part of the fun, trying to find out where the bolts are. Obviously not reading up on the internet as to how it actually comes off is all part of the excitement as well. So if you've never done this before, like me, and you don't really know what you're doing and you didn't look up on the internet, basically there's 4 bolts to take that headlight out, rear light. There's 4 bolts to take this rear light out as well. And then there's 2 bolts behind the number plate, so you've got to take the number plate off. Take those 2 bolts out. And there we go. All you've got left is the actual number plate lights inside. You shall be able to put your import plate recess. So obviously, as I am no professional, Charlie came past and decided that he would help me out. Now, I have actually bought an import number plate, but obviously me being me, this build is trying to kick my ass. It doesn't actually fit inside this. I'm assuming that it's a US number plate size, which obviously a Japan size is an inch by an inch smaller. So Charlie has come past and decided that he's going to lend a professional hand, as I'm a complete amateur. I think that's the truth, isn't it? And actually help me put, what are we doing? A sort of a bracket to actually bolt onto here, and then we can have it sort of flippy up a little bit, like a Japan style car, but with obviously the wrong number plate that I'm assuming is my fault because I bought it. So the next thing, as Charlie is on the floor playing number plates, I'm going to start taking the boot lid off, because I don't like this boot lid. We tried to take this actual part off, but there is holes in the boot lid, and obviously if you take that off, it will start raining through onto many things that are in the boot of the car. So as everything on this car is a 10mm, we don't actually have to have anything more than a 10mm, which is quite nice. So I'm assuming this boot has never been off. I've just undone that one, so that one's all right. But literally it is those 4 bolts, because these don't have a third brake light up here like some of the other ones do. I'm assuming imports have a third brake light, or I've seen in America they have a third brake light. 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there. It comes off and we should be able to put the other one straight on. So the other boot is on. This one is slightly rustier, but it has less dents. Yes, it does need a clean, don't get me wrong. The car isn't staying this colour, so I'm after dents not being there. So it's just aligning the boot where to align it properly, but we'll find out. The original boot was actually asphyxed right there, so it should be quite easy to actually line it up again. Now, I'm no panel alignment person. What I'd suggest is just keeping all of the bolts quite free and easy move around, but so they're sort of stuck at the same time, and then close the boot and hope for the best, and hope that they're sort of in the same position as they should be. Sick. That was quite a good bit of aligning straight away, wasn't it? Massive thanks to Charlie here. Now we have a flappy, hingy moment. What you've done is actually fixed the bracket from a something to this. And then power supply. This is the power supply. But that's got us out of a crappy moment, because I bought an import plate, right? This is the size, and it doesn't actually fit the number plates around. So I can only assume that this is American sized rather than Japanese sized. So shout out to the guy on eBay that did that. It's obviously my fault, probably though, because I've picked him and actually bought the thing. But massive thanks to Charlie. It actually fits now, which is the main thing. Around to the back of the car is where it has changed quite a lot today. Obviously with braking from another car, I got this boot. Couple of little imperfections, but I think I wanted it more than the other with the actual luggage rack on the back. We have the import number plate surround, and obviously as a lot of you know, and the comment section will be alive with, the number plate again did not fit, but we've made arrangements that there's a little bracket up the top there, so you've got, you know, a bit of leeway when you want it to be popped up like Japanese style, which is pretty cool. So there we go, the car is, you know, getting there. We're getting the bits and bobs. Obviously I need to clean everything up, but that will be all prepared and ready for the colour change when it happens. So guys, as it starts to rain a little bit and the wind starts coming, I'd like to thank you all for watching. What should I do next to the frickin' Miata, and which colour should I go? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers guys.